Hey guys, it's Emma. So you may or may not have heard of the Chicago-based band Knuckle Puck, who is featured, kind of, in Jared Alonji's How to Pronounce Band Names video as Knuckle Puck. So you may or may not have heard of them, but it is recent news that they have just been signed to Rise Records. And I just wanted to give my opinion on this. Not that it really matters, I just wanted to share it. So, yeah. I think we should get started on my opinions, because who doesn't want to hear those? A lot of people don't want to hear them. But that's okay, we're going to do it anyways. So, just a little background information about the band Knuckle Puck. They are a 5-piece pop-punk Chicago, Illinois-based band, and they recently got signed to Rise Records, as you know, because that is the subject of this video. So now that you know a little bit about the band, we're going to go right into the pros and cons of being signed to Rise. There's only one extremely large pro that I can think of them being signed to Rise, and it is the fact that it is such a huge, successful label. There are so many successful bands on Rise, and you may not like them, but you have to admit that they are successful, and they do sell a lot of albums, and they do have a lot of fans. So a few of the bands that are signed to Rise, in case you don't know, are Emarosa, Sleeping with Sirens, Of Mice and Men, Memphis Mayfire, Issues, Paris, Crown the Empire, Dance Gavin Dance, Man Overboard, and a lot of others that I can't think of right now because this is just coming off the top of my head. But you do have a lot of successful bands on Rise Records, and with that being said, most bands that get signed to Rise do come out to be pretty widely known and liked bands, with the exception of a few like Sleeping with Sirens. So you may have noticed a reoccurring theme as I was naming off the bands. Most of them were more along the hardcore end of the music genres. So with a band like Knuckle Puck being pop-punk, I personally think they would have fit in better with a record label like Hopeless or the Fearless Records family. I just don't know if they'll get like drowned out by the hardcore-ish type music that's in Rise. So with that being said, they're not the same genre as most of the bands that are signed to Rise. Another con of being signed to Rise is the fact that their 1.2 million subscribers on YouTube are extremely negative. This is probably the biggest problem that I have with Rise Records. It's not their fault that the people that are subscribed to their channel are so negative. However, the people that are subscribed to them could do their best to be a little less hateful towards a lot of the bands that are on it. For example, you have bands putting out their new music. A lot of the comments on the videos are, "This isn't hardcore, this isn't metal, this isn't good, this sucks," amongst other things. So you have to realize that not every band in the entire universe will live up to your standards of good music. You may not enjoy them, but you still have to respect the fact that they are musicians and they are doing what they love and they're being successful doing so. So I just hope that Knuckle Puck doesn't get too much negative feedback without constructive criticism. I'm not against constructive criticism. I do actually really enjoy constructive criticism and reading it in the comment section. I love it when fans are like, "Oh yeah, I think that you could have done this a little bit better, but it's overall a decent song. You guys don't suck." So, obviously you're not gonna like every band that's signed to every record label, and that's a given, but you should try your best to respect them. Also, another problem that I have with Rise's subscribers, this is nothing against the record label, it's just against the people that are kind of subscribed to their YouTube channel and that are fans of the music that gets put out on Rise's channel. So one of the problems that I have is that people automatically judge the fact that a band is signed with Rise, and they don't give them a chance because of that fact. So, say Sleeping with Sirens. They put out decent music. In my opinion, they put out decent music, I should say. They aren't my favorite band, but they did get me into bands, so they hold a special place in my heart. I do have to say that. They're not my favorite band anymore, and I can think of things that I think that they could do better throughout the years, but I do respect them as artists, and I think that they put out some really okay music. There are bands that I like a lot more than them, but they're not terrible. So the fact that people automatically judge a band based on the fact that they're signed with Rise Records really annoys me. So I hope this is about Knuckle Puck, and I really hope that people actually give them a chance and don't just say, oh, they're signed to Rise, I don't want to listen to them. So I hope that people will actually give them a chance and listen to their music before they decide that they don't like them. So I think that that concludes this, and it was kind of like just a little like reaction video to the fact that Knuckle Puck is signed with Rise, and I'm very excited to see what new music they have coming out next. I know they just put out an EP like a month or so ago, but with a record label being present in the picture now, hopefully we can see an LP soon. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me what you think in the comments, and I'll see you next time, guys. Bye!